and welcome to Digit. In this video, we are going to show you how to set up the Goodson MOZA Mini MX gimbal and balance your smartphone in it. To begin, you should ensure that the device is charged and that you've read through the user manual to understand exactly how to operate the device. We'll be making use of a small tripod to help with the setup process and the balancing act. When you get the gimbal out of the packaging, it's in a folded state. You need to unfold it before you can start using it. If you're holding it in the exact way that we have, simply grab the stem with one hand, grab the handle with the other, and push clockwise. This way, the handle is now extended. Once you've done that, we can see the tripod mount is on the base of the handle. We are going to connect the tripod. Extend the legs and place it. Once that's done, you can see that the stem moves towards the right, and the top two motors, that's the motor in this part and right underneath the mobile mount, are still rigid and locked in place. You have little icons along the motor's edge to tell you exactly how you need to rotate it in order to unlock it. It's anti-clockwise over here and clockwise over here. Once that's done, you can orient the stand and the gimbal in the way it will be used. This is the top view, and if you're looking at it from the front, this is what it will be like. On the main mobile phone mount, you can see a couple of warning messages. It says that you should start the gimbal after installing the phone. And on the top, it states that the phone camera direction is on the left-hand side. We've got a phone here. We're going to install it in the stand. Once you've installed it, you should ensure that it is balanced. So from the top, it might not be apparent, but from the front, you can see the phone leaning towards the left-hand side. You need to ensure that the phone is not leaning towards the left or towards the right. To do that, you'll have to grab onto the clamp and move the phone a little to the left or a little to the right, and then let it go. See if it balances or not. It's still not balanced. We've now let it go. It started leaning towards the right. But once we align it up front, we can see that it does not sag to the left, nor does it sag to the right. Now the phone is in a balanced state on your gimbal. You can now power on the gimbal. To do that, there's the power symbol on this particular button. With the gimbal oriented as you would use it normally, press and keep the power button pressed for 2 seconds. And the gimbal activates and it realigns the phone. You can now lift the gimbal, use it as you want. And you can see that it will maintain the orientation of the smartphone. To reset the orientation, there's a little trigger button at the base of your handle. Tap that twice and the gimbal reorients itself. To switch off the device, keep the power button pressed for 2 seconds. And you can see that the phone relaxes and loosens up. detach the smartphone from the mount and lock the motors in the opposite direction as you had unlocked them. So that's the mount. Then you have the first motor. We'll remove the tripod. Hold the stem in our left hand, hold the handle in our right, and rotate it anti-clockwise. There's a little notch and a plastic tab to hold the entire assembly in place. Once you've properly folded it back, you can see none of the parts are moving about loosely. So that's how you set up the Goodson MOZA Mini MX gimbal with your smartphone and balance it for proper use. Thank you for watching.